You gotta eat here. I love Yellowbelly. The food is just, I can't even describe it. I'm drooling just thinking about it.
Yellowbelly Burger with sweet potato fries.
We cook a lot with our beer.
Do you have a tap that's directly from the brewery right into the kitchen?
I think I'd have a lot of drunk cooks.
I love Fat Bob's. This is the closest to Memphis you're gonna find.
Ooh, you can smell the spiciness in it.
More ribs up.
You're gonna share this with somebody?
Do you want me to share it with somebody? $8.50 pizza in Long Branch. You can't beat it.
They've all got a Canadian theme.
Oh, Canada.
I mean, come on, bacon and eggs?
Let's do it. Am I gonna try to stretch one out? No.
I'm John Catucci. Listen, I'm no chef, but I know great food when I eat it. And these joints are cooking it right. That's why I'm telling you, you gotta eat here.
You'll find the Yellowbelly Brewery in an old heritage building in St. John's, Newfoundland. But the food is anything but stuffy. How about a pizza topped with chicken Caesar salad? I want that. Get your hungry belly to the Yellowbelly, because you gotta eat here.
This big historic building here on the corner of the oldest street in North America.
It's an institution in St. John's?
I would think so.
Turkey guacamole burger.
Whoa!
I don't even have the words really to describe it, but it's delicious.
Kind of pub food with a twist.
And it's got the beer brewed right here.
So that kind of gives it the extra edge.
Fish and chips.
Okay, but they do their fish and chips a little differently, right?
It's a nice crispy panko coating. I really like that.
When you have a visitor here in St. John's,
We come right away to Yellowbelly. If you were ever here to see this building, what it was and what it's become.
That comfort food. It's like a hug from the inside.
Perfect meeting place.
Oh, I got the Yellowbelly Burger with sweet potato fries.
A lot of meat, but good lot of meat.
Good lot of meat.
Yeah.
it's got a burger, but then there's pulled short rib on top.
Absolutely. Getting best of both worlds.
Yellowbelly Burger with sweet potato fries.
We are a craft brewery, so we try to do food that matches beer. So we're doing a Yellowbelly Burger, but to start, we need to do our St. John Stout braised short rib, steak, spice, cover up all this meat. Put some oil on there while you're doing that. Caramelize the meat, and then we're gonna add the celery, onions, carrots, garlic, rosemary, thyme, bay leaf, roasted tomatoes, apricot jam, salt and pepper, beef stock, and of course, our St. John Stout. We cook a lot with our beer.
Do you have a tap that's directly from the brewery right into the
I
kitchen?
think I'd have a lot of drunk cooks. Wrap this up, throw it in the oven for 7 hours.
What are we doing now?
The tomato jam, fresh tomatoes, apricot glaze,
So it's like an apricot jam?
yep, lemon, cherry tomato, some salt, coriander, cumin, pepper, cinnamon.
There's a whole bunch of stuff going into this thing.
There is apple cider vinegar, chili flakes, some brown sugar, fresh ginger, and of course, bay leaf. When it reduces for a couple of hours, we just pulse it. That gets cold, that'll set right up.
Okay, great. How are our short ribs?
We don't even need to pull it. It's pulling itself.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, look at that. Are we ready to make a burger now?
Absolutely. So we have fresh ground hamburger meat. Drop our sweet potato fries. Start with the bottom of the bun. Tomato jam, the burger, short rib, caramelized onion, garlic aioli, blue cheese. It's a sloppy mess, but yummy. Fries, Yellowbelly Burger.
Oh my God, there's a sensory overload.
That's some good. Just the patty itself, really delicious. The tomato jam, there's some tartness and some sweetness that comes through. The short rib is just gorgeous. It's so tender. That stout really complements it. Just so many different layers, but it works so perfectly together. Just maybe one more bite. Just one more.
It's your best friend. It's your favorite pair of jeans.
In burger form?
Yeah, in burger form. It is.
It's always busy. It's always a good atmosphere.
Who comes here?
Definitely a lot of locals.
Get a lot of tourists. People feel at home when they come in here.
People from the ages of 90, 90 get up and dance to the same music. It's just such a great festive place.
I ordered the tomato mussels. It's in a red ale, grated Parmesan cheese.
Well, you go hands in, eh?
The way it was meant to be.
And chicken Caesar pizza.
It's different. Having a Caesar salad on a pizza, I find is pretty weird.
Yes, yes.
But it is divine.
Do you guys do a lot of pizza in-house?
Oh my God, we sell a lot of pizza. Our oven is 100% wood fire, and our pizza crust is thin. Okay, we need the unbleached flour, all-purpose flour, whole wheat flour, the spent grain. So after the beer process is done,
Yeah.
it's the leftover grain. We dry it, and then we use it in our pizza dough. Add the sugar, salt, the yeast. And now we're gonna add in the oil and water. It's quite simple to make pizza dough.
Don't tell them that it's simple. Make them think it's hard, then they come here.
We're gonna put a little bit of oil in there. Let that proof up.
We're gonna make the...
Caesar dressing. We're starting with the mayonnaise, roasted garlic, fresh garlic, pepper, salt, lemon juice, hot sauce, some apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, and Worcestershire sauce. Just pulse that together. I'll put my hand here so it won't pick out.
Yeah.
That's it. Now it's time to make the 4-cheese chicken Caesar pizza. Roll it out. So we're gonna brush that with the garlic oil on the outside edges. The Caesar dressing as our base. Chicken, roasted in the oven with salt and pepper. Some bacon on there. Don't be shy in the bacon.
Okay, I'll try not to.
Everyone loves bacon. And then this is our 3-cheese blend, provolone, Monterey Jack, and mozzarella. While that's getting done, we're going to toss the Caesar salad. The romaine lettuce, beautiful Caesar dressing. Just a little bit of Parmesan, save the rest for a garnish. Oh, look at that.
Nice.
We'll cut the pizza first. Caesar salad on there, garnish it with the Parmesan and some lemon. There you go, chicken Caesar pizza.
Gotta make sure you get a lot of the good stuff. You get the crunch of the salad and the super creamy Caesar dressing.
Love the cheese, I love the crunch. It's beautiful, I can't wait to get the second bite.
Oh, that's yummy. I love the texture. The dough, it's nice and crispy, but it's still got a little chew. Even though it's really thin, then you get that cold Caesar salad on top of it.
Right.
And I love the flavor of that Caesar dressing.
That's one of those pizzas that we can't take off the menu. Our customers won't let us.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Yellowbelly is a great place to come to. It's so cozy and have your bowl of chowder and all is right with the world.
Food here is probably the best that St. John's has to offer.
Turkey taco nachos.
Really yummy. It has a corn relish, which they make
The
in-house.
salsa that they put on under here, the chorizo, it's amazing.
I ordered the salmon club and chowder. Bacon and the salmon just done right.
You gotta eat the seafood chowder. Comforting, warm. You don't even know it's winter outside.
No.
Salmon club with seafood chowder.
We're going to do the base for the seafood chowder. Start off with some oil, onion, celery, carrot, bell pepper. This is Newfoundland savory. Similar to sage, only a little more earthy. Salt and pepper, and of course the bay leaf, baby shrimp. It's so sweet. The smaller the seafood, usually the sweeter it is. And of course, when we refer to fish in Newfoundland, we all know we mean cod.
It's cod.
Our potato. Fish stock, just let this come to a boil, and then we're going to add in our thickening agent, which is a cornstarch slurry. Cornstarch thaws thicken faster than flour, which is nice. Pour in the cream for me.
This is the light cream, right?
When you have a chowder, you have to have lots of cream.
Is that a rule?
Yeah.
That's the chowder, but there's something else that's going with this dish.
We're going to have the salmon club. This is what we call our chowder mix. So it's got shrimps and scallops and cod and salmon in here. Drop it in some poaching water. And same time, organic Newfoundland blue cultured mussels.
Okay.
Steam up as a garnish. Salmon doesn't take very long to cook. Bacon. Put our chowder mix in with our base.
That's a lot of fish.
It's a nice hearty chowder. Artisan bun. Put the salmon right on top of that. You add our bacon, tomato, lettuce, citrus aioli, chowder in the bowl, add our steamed mussel. Our seafood chowder and our salmon club.
So good.
Oh my God. Oh, that is amazing.
Oh, that's so yummy. Tons of seafood, tons of potatoes, everything. It's so nice and thick. There's cream in here, but you still taste that ocean flavor. Let's go to the club. You did that to perfection. That combination of the aioli and the bacon and the salmon together, that's such a yummy, yummy
It
dish.
is my go-to.
Salmon and bacon. Who knew that they would go so well together?
Me.
Well, you did. Yeah, you did. Now I do. Now you do. Okay, everybody knows that salmon and bacon go really well together. You gotta eat here.
Fat Bob's is a staple of Buffalo.
Our bacon bits.
Bacon around the outside is not enough.
It's not.
Sprinkle it up. So pork in pork, wrapped in pork. At Fat Bob's Smokehouse in Buffalo, New York, you'll find all of your barbecue favorites, like pulled pork and ribs, plus some new treats, like the pork bomb sandwich. You might want to cover yours for this one. You gotta eat here!
Fat Bob's is a staple of Buffalo.
Walked in, the smell just punched you in the face, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna spend some time here.
I have good friends that lived in Memphis, and they said this is the closest to Memphis you're gonna find.
Pork combo up.
Brisket, ribs, barbecue chicken, and pulled pork, and some mac and cheese to top it off.
You're gonna share this with somebody?
Do you want me to share it with somebody?
Smoked wings up.
Buffalo's known for their wings, but they do something different here.
They smoke the wings instead of frying.
These aren't dipped in batter and put in deep-fried grease.
If I want to tell somebody where's the best food to eat in Buffalo, right here.
I brought my wife here for our first date.
Was that a test to see if
Yeah.
she still loved you with stuff on your face?
Absolutely.
That's good.
Got to kind of set the bar low and then, you know, take it to the next level.
Franklin up. What is the Franklin?
It is awesomeness.
So pork in pork.
Wrapped in bacon and smoked. It doesn't get much better.
First dish that we're making today is the Franklin, our pork bomb, which is ground sausage, Italian andouille, wrapped up in a lattice of bacon.
Very cool. You just got the ground pork.
Yep.
What sausage we're making on this side?
This is Italian on this side, and that's garlic powder, kosher salt, Spanish paprika, fennel, sage, black pepper, crushed red pepper, sugar, red wine.
Are these the only kind of sausages you guys make in-house?
Yep.
Italian sausage is done.
So this will be our andouille, Creole sausage from New Orleans, paprika, black pepper, more crushed red, cayenne.
Yeah, more spicy.
right? Onion powder, kosher salt, garlic, ground up, thyme, nutmeg, and allspice. A little bit of water.
Now, what happens with these?
We let them cure and then start working on the bacon lettuce next, and you basically crisscross it, work your way down.
Bacon, lettuce. Okay, done. We're gonna mix now the thyme.
And andouille sausage. That is our house barbecue sauce. Come together nice. That goes on there, and you spread it out to the edges. We add our bacon bits.
Bacon around the outside is not enough.
A bacon explosion, basically. Put a little spice rub over the top, chili powder, paprika, cayenne, brown sugar, a few other things are rolled in there as well.
So this goes into the smoker for how long?
3 hours. Start making the Creole red sauce. What we have here is smoked tomato and onion with the seasoning, salt, pepper, cayenne, and thyme, some water, tomato juice, bring it to a boil, and then we let it reduce by a third. We're ready to blend it.
Ooh, you can smell the spiciness in it.
It's got a lot of flavor.
Yes. What's the next step?
Assemble the sandwich.
I never asked, why is it called Franklin?
Because of our pig that we have up front, his nickname is Franklin. We thought it'd be a fun name to call the sandwich. So the red sauce, caramelized onion over the top, Parmesan cheese. Put it right in the oven. Toast the roll, our pork bomb, hand-cut sweet potato fries.
They're massive.
Honey and butter. This is our Franklin.
First thing you taste right away is the sausage. The smoked flavor from the bacon, caramelized onions on top. That comes through right at the end to give it a little sweetness. It's a really great sandwich.
Woo! That's got a kick to it. That Creole sauce, it's not overpowering, but it definitely warms up the back of your mouth there. You know what I mean? You get the fennel from the Italian, and you get cayenne in the andouille, and then you get the beautiful bites of bacon all around it. Smoky, salty. I should do a sweet potato, shouldn't I? I like it. They're not little fries. They're almost like roasted a little bit. Oh yeah, those are good.
That's what I like about this place is they keep innovating and trying new stuff.
Memphis sandwich, up.
Pulled pork sandwich.
So one of your go-to things here?
It is always the southern style with the coleslaw on top.
People are great. They're always welcoming. They're always friendly.
You can bring your kids here and they can have fun and eat, and it's a down-home good meal.
Sloppy Bob, up.
What is a sloppy bob?
Pork, onion, it's just, I got the St. Louis ribs and hush puppies.
One of your favorite dishes here?
Definitely.
Ribs just fall apart. Almost have to eat it with a fork. Nothing wrong with that.
This is a St. Louis cut pork rib. We're gonna make a rub, cayenne,
Chili powder,
paprika, black pepper, onion powder, cumin, brown sugar, garlic powder, kosher salt. Nice even coat.
What kind of wood do you guys smoke with?
You use hickory. Goes into the smoker for 7 hours. Now we're gonna make the house barbecue sauce, malt vinegar, molasses, chipotle, a little bit of garlic, ketchup, and tomato strips. Let it reduce, and then we add brown sugar to it and blend it up. Barbecue sauce is done.
What's next?
So hush puppies.
Hush puppy batter.
Cornmeal, sugar, and flour. Okay. Baking powder, the onion, and then we'll incorporate the eggs. Milk goes in last. Just starting to all bind together like that.
Yeah.
Good to go. Put a little olive oil on our gloves, ball them up, drop them into the fryer. While they're cooking, we can get our ribs finished.
Great.
Cut it in half, goes right on the grill, baste the top with sauce. 30, 40 seconds or so, just enough to caramelize a little bit, bring all the sugars out.
All right.
Hush puppies. That's our full rack of St. Louis style pork ribs with hush puppies, a little butter and honey.
The hush puppy, you dip it in there and it's golden goodness.
Need like a beach towel after eating this stuff.
Oh, look at that. Oh, this is so delicious. That barbecue sauce, it's sweet, it's spicy. That bark on there is just gorgeous. Perfect amount of smoke. Okay, some of the hush puppies now. They're very sweet. They get a nice crumble on the inside, but that crunch on the outside from that crust is super delicious. That's really yummy.
Creole meatloaf sandwich.
Just imagine your mother's meatloaf, but 50 times better.
I love meatloaf sandwiches. Such comfort food. Make me a sandwich.
Bottomless pit you are.
Fat Bob's, once you come in here, you're gonna be hooked forever.
Memphis Mac, up.
Combines two of my loves, barbecue pulled pork and macaroni and cheese.
Cheesy and delicious without being too much.
Memphis Burger, up.
Ground beef here with pulled pork on top and jalapenos, which is my favorite.
They catered my wedding. People keep telling us it was like the best wedding food they ate all summer.
Creole meatloaf sandwich.
My favorite is the macaroni and cheese.
Cheesy, buttery.
Got onion rings on top. It's creamy, it's good. It's a great sandwich.
All right, so we're gonna make a mix for the Creole smoked meatloaf. Start off with a little bit of oil, some onions, celery, green peppers, a garlic, all of our dry ingredients, salt, cumin, bay leaf, pepper, allspice, cayenne. We use a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and hot sauce. That'll pull everything out of the pan. And milk, ketchup. That's it. We'll cool it down, mix it in with beef, veal, and pork. Add the egg and breadcrumb, mix it up. Go for it. Roll your sleeves up.
Well, they're always up. You never know.
Now we can go right into the mold.
That smokes for how long?
3 hours. So now we're gonna make the onion mixed up in our buttermilk, some seasoned flour, and we fry it up. You got a hoagie roll.
Meatloaf has chilled out.
It has.
Make me a sandwich.
Bottomless pit you are.
Thank you.
Then our barbecue, cheddar jack cheese. We're into the oven until it's melted. The rings are done. Roll is ready as well. Meatloaf, onion.
Oh, how many cheeses in that? 300?
Close.
Close, very close.
This is our Creole smoked meatloaf with fried onion rings and our house-made macaroni and cheese.
Creole meatloaf is deliciousness in your mouth. Oh, comfort food with a twist.
Just imagine your mother's meatloaf, but 50 times better.
I love meatloaf sandwiches, such comfort food. But then you add spiciness that's in there from the cayenne, all those vegetables that are in there. Then you get a nice sweet kick from the barbecue sauce, and then you get that crunchy of the fried onions in there. That's such a great mix of flavors and textures, and then just full-on smoke in there as well. A Franklin, some ribs, and then a meatloaf sandwich. Now I understand how Fat Bob got his name. A lot of food. You gotta eat here.
850 Pizza, the greatest place around here to come to for pizza.
Muskoka.
They're making pizza that I can't make at home.
Oh my God.
Don't look here. That's it, don't look there. Pizza has to be my favorite Italian food. So when I heard that 850 Degrees was putting a Canadian twist on pizzas, I thought, damn, another delicious Italian Canadian? Ladies.
They're making pizza that I can't make at home.
Authentic Italian pizza, just like in Italy.
It's like a gourmet crust.
And they've all got a Canadian theme. Amazing how they're fusing the names together with the real Italian ingredients.
I love that there's some hockey names in there.
I ordered the Rocket, named after Rocket Richard. Delicious prosciutto, arugula, and Parmesan cheese.
When I eat it, it feels like tomatoes were just picked.
They get their ingredients locally sourced.
They even tell you in their menu what farms they buy from.
And it really does make a difference.
Lord Stanley.
What's on the Lord Stanley?
Ham, roasted peppers, artichoke, and fresh mushrooms.
They'll let you add, and I get anchovies on top of it.
I love it for flavor-wise, and then I never have to share.
That's a pro tip right there, kids.
I come here probably once a week.
Maybe a little more than that.
Maybe sometimes more, maybe less, but mostly.
Mostly more. Mostly more.
Muskoka.
Rapini, sauteed in garlic, and wild boar sausage. You really, really taste every ingredient.
The high heat actually makes the flavor just fuse into the pizza.
850, I'm assuming, is the temperature of your oven?
850 degrees Fahrenheit.
And the first thing we gotta do is?
Dough. 120-year-old recipe, all the way from Gifone Vallepiano in south of Italy. Neapolitan style with a Canadian twist. So,
first is?
Yeast.
Is this a special flour?
00 flour.
00.
The best you can get. Incredibly light. Oh my God.
Don't look here. That's it, don't look there.
Lock and load. Very cold, icy water.
Don't you want like a warm water to activate the yeast?
It's pretty hot here. You don't want it to activate straight away. Our process takes a little bit of time. Salt. Last but not least, olive oil.
This dough has been resting
36 hours. You know how to stretch?
I think so.
Oh.
So you do a little ramp?
Yeah. Take it out, make it nice and flat. And voila.
Done.
Fiore di latte. Flour of the milk. Special type of mozzarella, so it doesn't burn very quickly in an 850-degree oven.
Okay.
Rapini are from the family of broccoli.
It's got some olive oil and garlic as well.
And then we have the wonderful wild boar sausage.
And it's got some
beef. That's it, 90 seconds.
And that sausage will cook off in that time as well?
Very nice.
And this is your?
This is the Muskoka.
It's a great combination, having the wild boar and the sausage.
Really simple, but it's so flavorful.
That's good. Wow. The sausage has a bit of sweetness, beautifully seasoned. A strong flavor of the boar, but you kind of mellowed it out with the beef. That rapini kind of cuts through that. And then that crust is just beautiful. It's crispy, it's light, it's airy, but it's still got a chew to it as well. That's good, dude. Would you give the Canadian and Italian seal of approval for the pizza here?
I would.
Long brunch.
Olives, I've got eggplant, sun-dried tomatoes, and feta cheese. We needed this in our neighborhood.
You don't feel like you're coming to a restaurant. You feel like you're going into Chris's house.
Group of 7.
It's my favorite vegetarian pizza on the menu. Lots of cheese and every vegetable you can think of.
Today I ordered the pasta di polpette. I really like the fact that the pasta is fresh. See, I can't make fresh pasta.
No.
Nice, easy polpette. Meatballs, beef, sun-dried tomato.
That's something a little different.
Bit of flavor, bit of sweetness, parsley, onion,
Worcestershire,
pepper, and a bit of salt. Great alternative if you don't eat pork. Scoop.
All right.
Nice and simple. Just give them a quick little hand roll in the oven.
Yeah. For how long?
10 minutes.
While that's doing things, what can we do?
Let's make the sauce. San Marzano tomatoes.
Fresh basil?
Olive oil, salt. Crush it by hand. And you thought you weren't going to work today. Yeah. Imagine, 10 hours in front of an oven is even worse, trust me.
Oh, here we go. Here it is, only 850 degrees.
2 ladles of sauce. Meatballs go straight in. Put some pasta, fresh from a local supplier. A couple more minutes, and it's ready to serve. Pasta di polpette.
Everything comes together so beautifully. The sauce is very flavorful.
The meatballs are nice, they're juicy. You keep going back to fresh, but that's what it is.
Good?
Yeah, the tomato sauce is tangy, it's sweet. That's a great meatball. Perfectly seasoned, and I kind of like that you taste the beef. You can tell that there's no filler in there. And the fresh pasta is always so delicious. That's so lovely.
I would highly recommend this place to anyone.
Canucks up.
You go crust first.
Yeah.
That's when you know it's a good pizza. Do you ever bring pizza home and say, I made it?
No.
No, okay.
Cannoli.
Holy moly, it's awesome cannoli.
Not only is the cannoli delicious,
Yes.
but it's got chocolate on the inside.
It
lined
does.
with chocolate.
Yes, it's a nice treat.
Okay, so you can't put a cannoli down once you have it in your hand.
I have O Canada. I mean, come on, bacon and eggs?
All right, another pizza.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. This is your tribute to Canada?
One of many.
Let's do it. Am I gonna try to stretch one out?
No. Sorry.
I tried, everybody. Now,
Sauce.
how far to the edge do you want?
1/4 inch.
I already screwed up here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear.
There we go. Much better, right?
Oh, amazing.
Next.
And go around the edges. Beautiful-ish.
You said just the edges,
I
though.
said around the edges.
Okay, listen, man. Tomato, it's wrong.
This is smoked pork loin, and then we mapleize it.
Soak it in maple syrup?
Yeah.
And does the egg go right now?
Right now. Oh, Canada.
Indeed.
Love the O Canada. It's just a great gooey, crispy combination. It's like having beautiful breakfast pizza.
Feels like home cooking. That makes it addictive.
Enjoy. You're not going to be pretty with this one.
That's so tasty. Oh my God. There's something about a soft egg in tomato sauce that adds an extra level of creaminess. My dad used to do that when I was a kid, and it's such a flavor of childhood. And the pork loin itself is so tender, and it's got that beautiful smoky flavor and sweetness from that maple syrup. I love this, that you put all of Canada on a pizza. I mean, except the snow and the moose, but you got close.
Who needs it?
You gotta eat here.